Okay, hello students. I hope you will be fit and fine at your home. Today I am before you with a topic from writing skills, formal letter. Okay, today we will discuss the format of a formal letter. So first of all, letter is divided into two parts. First one is formal, second one informal. If we talk about formal letter, then formal letter are written for different purposes. And a kind of formality is required in these kind of letters. There are many types of letters. Formal letters are further divided into many parts, like a letter to editor, inquiry letter, application for jobs, etc. If we talk about informal letters are letters which are written to one's friends, family or relatives. Okay, and in these kind of letters, formality is not required. If we move forward towards the format of a formal letter, so a formal letter can be divided into 8 parts, or you may say 8 parts are there in an informal letter which we have to follow, because in formal letter formality is required, and for this formality we have to follow 8 points in a formal letter. Okay, so first of all we will start with sender's or writer's address. First one, sender or writer's address. Okay, in sender or writer's address, what you are going to do? You are going to do write the address and contact details of the sender or are written. Include an email and phone number if required. Okay, yes, in first point what we are going to do? We are going to, in sender or writer's address, we are going to give the address and contact details of the sender. Sender, you may say the writer who is writing the letter. Okay, it may be, and in this point you may include an email or phone number if required, or if it is asked in a question paper, otherwise there is no need. Okay, now at the same time we will see it in the format. First of all, sender's or writer's address, like that, address, house number or home number, then place, the place where it is situated, and after that give the space of one line. Okay, now our first point is clear, sender or writer's address. Now come on the second point, date. The date is written below the sender's address after leaving one space or one line. Okay, now come on the second point, date. Date is written below the sender's address. Okay, and after giving one line space, give one line space. Now the date. Date, the format of writing a date is of two types. You may give the date, day, month name, then year, or first month, for example, you will write down also April 23rd, 2019. Okay, you have to follow these two format of writing a date. You are not going to put any hash, slash or dash in writing a date like 23/4/22. No, it is wrong. Just you have to follow two type of writing date. Okay, and there is no requirement of writing date word here, only put the date, write the date. Okay, next, our third point is receiver's address, in which what we are going to do, the address of the recipient of the mail or the letter, the officer or the principal or the editor is written here. In third point, what we are going to do, we are going to do write the receiver's address. Who is going to receive our letter? We have to write his or her address. Like if we are going to write the letter to the editor, so first of all the editor, then name of newspaper, the Times of India, then where the newspaper is published, for example New Delhi. Okay. Once again, our third point, receiver's address. In this point we are going to write down the address of the or receiver who is going to receive our letter. Okay. And after that give one line space and come on the fourth point. Our fourth point is the subject of the letter. Okay. Now we are going to write down the subject. In subject it must be written, you have to keep one point in your mind. Whenever you are going to write a subject, it must be written in one line. It must convey the message for which the letter is written. Okay. In subject, what you are going to do? Subject may be in one line only. Okay. Then second one, it must convey the message for which it is written. Okay. Your subject may be very catching, very effective. It must be clear the subject matter for which purpose we are going to write down the letter, and it may be in one line. Okay. Now next point, salutation. Salutations means our next point out after subject give one line gap, then our next point salutation, in which we are going to write down sir or respected sir or madam. Okay. Here I would like to tell you that you may write down only sir or madam, because sir or madam word in itself is a respected word. Okay. So next in salutation write sir or madam. Okay. Okay. Now come on the next point. Now here comes the body of the letter. Okay. Body of the letter in which matter of the letter is written. It is divided into 3 paragraphs as follow. About the body of the letter, in body of the letter we give 3 paragraphs, or body of the letter may be divided into 3 paragraphs like that. For example, first paragraph 1, in which introduce yourself and purpose of writing the letter in brief. Okay. Once again, body of the letter is divided into 3 parts. First one is paragraph 1. In it we are going to introduce ourselves and purpose of writing the letter in brief. Okay. Yeah. For example, we have to introduce ourselves that I am the resident of Ashok Vihar, Gannor, like that. Then what you are going to do? Yes. Purpose. For which purpose? What problem you are facing? Clear the purpose of writing letter. Okay. Introductory paragraph will be short, and after one paragraph give one line space. And now come on the second paragraph, paragraph 2. Here you have to give the details of the matter. Okay. In the second paragraph will be lengthy in comparison of first or third paragraph. You have to give the details of the matter, for which purpose or which problem you are facing, you are going to explain about that. Okay. You may say you have to explain the topic, you have to tell about the problem you are facing. Okay. After second paragraph put one line gap, then come on the third paragraph. Our third paragraph includes, in it conclude by mentioning what you expect a solution to your problem. Okay. In third paragraph you are going to write down that what you expect, what should be done regarding your problem, how it can be solved, or you may say you want to, what solution should it be. Then write down in third paragraph. It may be also short in length, it will be short in comparison of second paragraph. Okay. After third paragraph, put one line gap. Then come on the next point, our next point. Yes, paragraph third. Point 7, complementary closing. Okay. Then give complementary closing in which you you may say, hoping for an early response. I hope that my problem will find a proper space in your paper, like that. Okay. Now sender's name and signature and designation, if any. The last point is sender's name, signature or designation, if any. Okay. In after complementary clause, write down the sender's name, signature or the designation. For example, yours truly, or you may write yours sincerely. And after, in it you have to keep one point in mind. Whenever you are going to write down yours, put Y of yours will be capital, and after that truly or sincerely, the first letter will be small. Okay, like T and S. After it, give the name, put signature, or if the person has any designation like the principal, head boy, head girl, put that. Director you may write down. Okay. So once again I would like to repeat the things in a quick way. For example, today we have discussed writing skill, and in it we have taken format of letter, and in letter writing we have take letter is divided into two parts, and today we have discussed format of a formal letter, and in its format 8 points are there. First one, sender right or receiver's address, date, receiver's address, the subject of the letter, salutation, body, which is divided into 3 paragraphs, then complementary closing, then sender's name, signature and designation of any. Okay students, thank you. I hope you will be safe and fine. Okay, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.